Ending event. Add 2 to the cold space, bringing it up to 5. Grozny Patrol, H10. Place 1 white soldier in District 10. If all white soldiers are on the map, move the nearest one there instead. Then reveal a new map location. Okay, got this over here. And you know what? I just forgot. When we revealed the military location, it is a new location, so we have to put a token like this on it. So I'll do that off screen. And now it says reveal a new map location. I've revealed main station. This is in District 9. So I will put a little token here. All right, then it says at the end of the scavenging phase, see H130 and resolve it for the last scavenging party, or see H181 if all characters stayed in the shelter. Oh my god, I don't like that at all. It says place this card on the exploration slot. Okay, I'll put it in the exploration slot. And let's read H10. I don't like these choices. All right, 10. A patrol's coming, says Sergeant Jadran, standing on the stairs. You know what to say if they come here. If you give us away, you're dead. The fighter disappears upstairs and we look out the windows. A group of soldiers going up the street in a loose formation. There's a lot of typos, man. They look menacing with their bulletproof vests and their rifles. One of them is carrying a radio transmitter on his back. An armored car is slowly following them. We watch as they enter the house next to ours. It's naive for us to expect they'll pass our shelter by, and to hope that none of our neighbors has seen any of Mirza's men. After a moment loaded with tension, the soldiers exit the building and go straight to our door. We get away from the window to avoid being seen, but it doesn't help. Someone starts beating on our door with a fist. The sound resembles the rumbling of a train. We open the door, 2 soldiers push their way inside, and the rest follow, aiming their barrels to cover the whole interior. We got 2 choices here. Let's try to get rid of them before they find Mirza and his men. Or, there's a unit of the Vicini Liberation Uprising in the attic. Please help us. We whisper. Oh, sorry, I was screaming. We should whisper. There's a unit. Yeah. I mean, these guys, as bad as they are, I think they're the good guys. I think, right? I mean, I'm a bit confused by all this, but I mean, Liberation Uprising sounds good to me, right? I think I would try to bullshit the soldiers. Let's do this. 230. Like if they had been like beating on us like crazy, maybe I would have said like, there's people up there, but they seem to be, I mean, they're bad guys, but they're not too bad, I guess. Oh, wow, we got a big old bunch of dialogue here. Okay. Civilians? A soldier asks, and we nod, as if he really needed confirmation after seeing us. Do you want to report anything? No, nothing's going on here, sir. We answer loudly, praying that those upstairs can hear us. Peace and quiet. Search the area. The oldest of them, he must be about 25 years old, gives the order, and we hold our breaths. The soldiers spread around the building in pairs. Some descend into the basement, others search the first floor. We go there and watch as one of them tries to open the door to the attic. The lock is jammed. Mirza's men must be standing on the other side, holding the door to make it seem like it's sealed shut. What's in there? Asks a soldier. We don't know. When we moved in, it was already locked. Maybe a part of the roof fell in? Should we blow it up? The younger soldier asks the older one, but he waves his hand dismissively. They walk down the stairs to the exit. They're probably as fed up with this war as we are, and they have many more houses to search. About 15 minutes after they've left, we hear noises above the steps of the stairs. It's Mirza and his NCOs. He gives us a long, scrutinizing look and asks, "You told them nothing?" It seemed like they were poking around for quite long. If it were any longer, it might have ended with a carnage. We deny passionately, even though we were tempted to give away him and the rest of its thugs. Unfortunately, Grozny are no better. Finally, Mirza pats one of us on the shoulder like a father happy with his child's achievement and promises. I'll remember this. Soon the situation in the city will change, and then you'll see it was worth sticking with me. He gets back into the attic with the others. Take the completion token from the pool and place it on the storage. It represents 1 Mirza's backing. Keep it for the later part of the campaign. Remove from the game all Act Objective 1 cards still in the deck. The one placed face down. Back to game. Okie dokie. Alright, so we have another one of these things. We will remove this. And then we can keep going, but I'm keeping this in my mind here at the end of the Scavenging Phase. If all characters stayed in the shelter, which sounds like it's something we should do. I don't know. For now, let's just concentrate on actually surviving. So let's look at our situation here. I guess we got to put some people to bed, right? My gut reaction is to do bed. So at least this goes down and they can keep playing. Like, that's the thing. I don't know if at the end of this, like, I'll have to go read something on this card, blah, 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 blah at the end. But I don't know what it'll actually say. Will it say destroy the shelter and move on to another district or something? I don't know. But I feel like I should try to build, like, the deadfall trap is pretty good. When I say deadfall trap, I mean improve, right? Let's say we do try this. We would need 2 mechanical parts. Now this takes 1, 2, 3, 4, and the workshop to make these things. 3 components and 2 wood. We have that. Let's say that'd be like in the first action round, we make the parts, and then the second action of the action round, then we could build it. But then we don't have a third to go put. Oh, we don't have any chems. We don't have any chems. Ah, that's so stupid. Yeah, that's really stupid. Yeah, I don't have any chems. So I mean, I can build this thing for sure, but I can't activate it for next turn. Ah, that's stupid. So I guess I got to go trade for stuff this turn. Yeah. Okay, but you know what? I think I'm still going to build it. So if I want to build this, let's say these guys sleep, then one of them is going to go make some parts, right? So let's say Katya over here goes over here. She's going to make some parts. So she's going to make 2 mechanical parts, and to do that, she's going to activate the workshop here. Make parts for each 2 components. Take a mechanical part or an electrical part. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to turn this into 2, right? So that's what she's doing. They're sleeping. So if they're sleeping, let's turn this completely out like this, and the blue one is going to go down to 1, like so. And my other guy here who's doing nothing, or this girl actually, she can poke about or burn some wood. I'm going to say burn some wood. Yeah, why not? So heat is at 5 and I'm at 3 here. I'm going to drop it down by 2. So she's going to go to the heater, burn 2 wood. So my cold was at 5. It's going to go down to 3. Minus 3 board ups. When we get to the fate phase, it's going to be fine. Okay, so that was the first action. So then, what's the situation like? He's got another action. So maybe I send him, let's say, to actually build this thing, right? Let's say we put it over here. We need 2 parts and 2 wood and 3 components, right? I guess if I keep going and I have all this, we could buy I think we can make like a herb garden or something to make chems, or I don't know. There's something you can do. Actually, no, I'm wrong. I've got this handy dandy sheet here that tells me what to do, how to do it, and what it does. And nothing makes chems. You can make like herbal medicine, but no chems. Anyways, that's beside the point. Okay, so he's building that with his second action. She's got a second action, and that could be to he's got another action as well, and she's got another action too. So they all have that second action. You know what? Maybe we go talk to people. Let's have Katya go talk to somebody, and let's have these guys poke about just for the sake of it. So let's poke about twice. It's a 5, which is 2 somethings, and 4, which is 1 something. So that's 3 something. And 3 something, let's grab... Really, at this point, I do not know. So I'm going to grab some gears just for the heck of it. And then we'll have her talk to someone. So if we look at here, socialize here, interact with one chosen rebel. I mean, Jadran or Mirza, the rookie. I really don't know. I'm going to talk to Mirza, right? I mean, he's the boss. 301. Let's do it. I really don't know. I mean, I'm glad I get to do it before everything is done, right? All right, 301. Today, quite unusually, Captain Mirza doesn't hold court in the attic. He's standing by our table with the sergeant. They are quietly discussing the military map lying on the table. We're gathered in the other corner of the room, chewing bread and feeling invisible. We, civilians, are like dust under their feet. Keeps going over here. Somebody bring some chairs in here, Mirza shouts to no one in particular. There are no chairs, but we can bring them something else. Or he's got men under his command. Let them fetch him furniture. Why would we act like dicks? I'm gonna give him something like a barrel or whatever. So 159. Let's play nice with these people. 159. Here we go. We go to the basement. They don't even look at us. There's a lot of junk here, and the light doesn't work. But we know this place well, so we quickly find 2 old but sturdy wooden crates. They should do just right. We carry them upstairs to the captain and the sergeant. We put them next to the table without a word. Mirza looks at us. He's not surprised, and maybe there's even a hint of appreciation in his eyes. Good. Keep listening to me, and maybe you'll come out of this alive, he says, turning back to the map. Sergeant Demir looks at his captain, and then he takes out a pack of cigarettes from his pockets and puts it on the windowsill, smiling. Add 3 cigarettes to the storage. Back to game. Okay, I mean, sure, why not? Okay, so at least, well, I mean, I don't know about these other ones, but at least it's not a total waste, right? Still get something. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, now everybody's back. They've all done their actions, so let's go to the Dusk Phase and have everybody drink and eat. Everybody's drinking for sure, so that's good. Now, at the end of this whole day, we need everything to be at 2 or less. Can we manage that? If we do this, this is going to go down to 2. This is going to go down to 2. This is going to stay the same, and this will be at 2. We're doing that. Okay, so num 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 num. Let's eat. We're happy. Okay, good. That's good, because that's what we want to do. If we don't do that, we don't. I guess we just lose Act 1. I would think, which would be bad. Now, scavenging and all that. Now we gotta make a decision here. Something's gonna happen. If we go scavenging, something's gonna happen. Or if all characters stayed in the shelter. A Grozny patrol. I guess I'll go out. I guess I will go out scavenging. The thing is, I don't need to go out scavenging because when we come back, it's going to be the fate stage, and we do have enough cigarettes and coffee for everyone, so that's okay. We don't need like water or food or anything really, because we're all good right now. So we don't really have to go out for anything. But we could try to go do something on the map. Let's go look at the map. Like, we still have this thing, Courier, right? We could go to District 9 and try to do this. Scavenging in District 9 to do the Courier thing for Mirza. Maybe we can get one more of Mirza's backing thing. And then there's Mortar Fire to go loot some stuff, but I don't think we should go looting, honestly. So, I mean, okay, I think we're going to go do the Courier for sure. And you know what? I sort of think I still want to leave one person on the guard space. I know we do have Mirza's help, but I'm like, I don't know. Maybe if they're alone and they get ambushed by people, maybe we'll lose one of those Mirza's backings. I don't know. So I feel like we should stay there and help a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, let's just give a fatigue to everyone, because everybody's going to do something for sure, right? Like, this is the last round. There's no use in trying to get them to sleep or to get the fatigue lowered or whatever, because you could have your fatigue at 4 and still win the act. So it doesn't really matter. So let's give everybody a fatigue, because they're all going to do a thing. Now, it doesn't really matter who we put on guard duty, because we do have the hatchet thing. But again, I don't know what we get to keep or not keep or whatever. So you know what? I'm going to put Roman on guard duty with the hatchet. And I'll put this thing close to me just to remember that I have this, just in case. I know we've got Mirza's help, but hey, we never know. And then we'll send these 3 guys to go do the courier thing, right? I guess you probably just send 1 guy, but I guess I'll do this. But now there's a Grozny patrol, so I'm like, is it going to be bad per character? You probably don't need a lot of people to go do the mission. So I'm thinking, because if somebody gets shot or something by these guys, okay, I'm going to be mean about this. I'm going to send Anton to do the mission down there. Because if he gets shot or whatever, it's kind of sad, but I don't mind losing him. But I do mind losing her because she's got some trade. And I mind losing her because she's got some prowess and all that. Because if we keep these guys for the next act, I want to keep the best people, I'm sorry to say. So I think everybody's going to stay here. And I'll take this guy. I could just have these guys sleep, actually, and not give them any fatigue. Do I want to do that? Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's actually, yeah, let's put Katsia and Arika in beds. So they'll get rid of all their fatigue, which is, again, I don't think it's an issue really. He's going to defend just in case, and he's going to go do that mission. So he'll start off here, and he's got to go to District 6. So District 6 is over here. So he'll do bang, bang, just like this. Now, as far as the number of cards here, I don't really think it matters, because he'll lose 1. He'll go there, he'll lose 2. He'll go there, he'll lose 3. So instead of 16, he's got basically 11. So 1, 2. He's got to roll for this guy first, so let's do it. He's fine. So let's do bing bang. Noise is at 1. I don't think it matters. No, I'm completely wrong. Let's start over again. Well, actually, no, I won't start again. I'll just, I'll lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 11 cards. I think that's what we had. So, okay, fine. It's just I went to here instead of here, like a dum-dum. So, let's do that. And then while we are here at the main station, we can do Courier, CH4. So let's do H4. But I need to discard some cards first. It says discard 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, again, I only got like 3 cards left. So I won't be able to do anything else, which is, I guess, fine. All right, here we go. The neighborhood seems peaceful. We can't hear any people shooting or the humming of engines. The bazaar, which is almost snuggled into the ruined station building, consists of a white corrugated iron roof supported by a few dozen metal posts and is devoid of walls. Underneath, there are rows of concrete benches. Before the war, people used to come here to trade wine in plastic bottles, figs and red onions. Now there are only spiders in the darkness. We step under the roof, but there's no one here. We can wait a bit longer, or we've been sitting here too long. Time to go. Wow, I actually have 3 cards left, so we'll do that. Wow. Okay, so we wait a bit longer. 5, 5, 5. We are lurking in a dark corner behind one of the benches in the corner of the bazaar. I like it's a dark corner in a corner? Okay. Almost immediately, we notice a dark shadow. It tears off the bushes at the opposite side of the intersection and carefully moves in our direction. We sink even lower behind the concrete stall. A gunshot rings out. We lean out to see. The courier, if that's him, is lying on the ground. In the pale moonlight, we can barely see his body on the dirty asphalt. 2 choices. We have to get that parcel, or we won't take that risk. Let's get out of here. Oh boy. I mean, we're not really wounded that bad or anything. So we have to get that parcel. 493. Let's do it. It's the last round. Let's do it. We wait for about a quarter of an hour before we decide it's time. We lie down on the ground and slowly crawl toward the body. We imagine what we must look like in the sniper's scope. Does the shooter have a night vision device? Is he still sitting somewhere in a window waiting for us? We reach the man. He fell on his face. The small bag is right under his body. The clothes on his back are sticky with blood. It'll take some effort to get inside the bag or pull it from under the corpse. Two choices. We try together to lift the corpse and take off the bag. Oh, come on. Available if only 2 characters are present? One of us tries to reach for the bag and find the parcel. Choose 1 character present and see H325. Well, I decided to do it that way, so Anton is on his own. So Anton, 325. Damn! I should have gone with 2 people! And I had the people to do it. I'm such an idiot. Okay, the chosen character rolls the black die. The character may use their prowess of 0. 1 to 7? Well, let's just roll. Alright. Alright, Anton. Do me proud. Boof. That's probably bad. 1 to 7. We manage to yank the bloodied parcel from the courier's bag. Unfortunately, it takes too long and draws the sniper's attention. He must have stayed to watch the area. He shoots, but we don't give up. And we run zigzagging between the stalls. Go, Anton. The chosen character suffers 2 wounds. Ugh. 257. Oh, man. Oh, no, that's bad. 2 wounds for Anton. Oh, man. I should never have done that. 257. Oof. Oh, my God. This is ending not the way I imagined. Okay, 257. We hide in the doorway of a partly demolished building and catch our breath. We examine the parcel. It's a box no bigger than a box of chocolates, held together by adhesive tape. It's soaked through in the courier's blood. Time to decide whether we're going to look inside or give it to Mirza. Oh, man. We look inside or we go back to our shelter and give the parcel to the captain. You know what? I'm hoping that if we don't open it, he'll be so happy that it'll give me a bandage. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, place a completion token. Yeah, let's place a completion token. Oh, man, and go back to game. I'm so stupid. I should have went with other people. Damn. And no, these other people are sleeping in the bed, leaving Anton to do all the dirty work. That's, oh boy. We're back, let's do it. Let's read 227. Okay, 227. As soon as we run outside, we can hear the whole city resounds with explosions. Rifle bursts, the whiz of artillery shells, heavy cannons. Rockets are crossing the night sky, and somewhere far away everything explodes. Have the fighters begun their offensive? Or maybe those are the peacekeeping forces. Whoever this is, we must flee. Oh boy. Okay, if the Demir's map is on the Act 1 sheet, see H385. Otherwise, 452. I think we do have the map. On this sheet, we have a map here. So I'm going to guess that's it, because we did pick this up. We had talked to someone, and they give us a map. So I'm going to say we have it. I can't see who else's map it's going to be, right? So 385. Let's go there. Okay, Anton might be okay. Might be okay. One of us fishes a crumpled piece of paper out of their pocket. This is one of the copies of the map drawn by the drunk sergeant. We can barely recognize the shape of the city from the carelessly drawn lines. If Demir didn't mix anything up, very soon rebel troops will be right where we are. We run south, among 2 forking arrows. Everywhere around us is a complete mayhem. We turn. From afar, we can see the exchange of fire. A white pickup spits rounds of bullets from a machine gun mounted in the cargo area, and then it blows up, hit by a missile from who knows where. We turn again. We force our way through some bushes. It takes the whole night, but finally we safely reach our shelter, which has miraculously remained unscathed. Back to game. Oh, snap. Okay, so this was the Grozny Patrol at the end of the Scavenging Phase. Okay. Not too bad. I mean, Anton did take 2 wounds, but still, right? Not too bad. And now it says if all characters stayed in the shelter, which they didn't, so I'm just going to get rid of this, I guess. And since this is the end of the Scavenging Phase, we'll go right to the Night Raids phase. And now, if you remember correctly, we had this thing here that says you don't have to leave anyone on the night patrol, basically on guard duty. And now we have to go read this here, H136. Because essentially, I left him here as a precaution just because I don't trust the game. But the game was telling us, no, go scavenging, Mirza's going to help. But let's go see what it has to say. Mirza's men keep their word. They stand guard, effectively discouraging any thieves. Do not draw any Night Raid cards. Remove Mirza's help token from the game. If you placed no characters on the guard space after the Night Raid phase ends, see 126. You see, they would have said something. Otherwise, back to game. We're going back to game. Shall we go see? I mean, if you guys want some kind of spoiler, do we go see? I'm sure something crappy's gonna happen. So I'm gonna do it. If you want to skip this, skip it, but I'm looking just for myself. You gotta roll a die. 1 to 3 or 4 to 10. I'm guessing the worst you can do is 1 to 3, so let's go do 736. Again, this is all spoilers. 736. Yeah, see, you're gonna discard some tokens here. When we wake up the next morning, well rested for the first time since this whole business with Mirza started, it turns out that his people didn't miss the chance to take a few items we were saving for a rainy day. Our attempts to see the captain and explain this whole mess turns out futile, of course. The guard at the stairs is not interested in helping us. When he takes a swing with the butt of his rifle to hit the most persistent of us, we give up. Discard from the storage any tokens with a value of 10 or more. Back to game. Okay, not that bad, but yeah, I guess I saw it coming. So let's discard this. We're not going to use this. Maybe we'll get to keep it for later. So no Night Raids. Very good, very well. Then Anton is going to come back. These guys have slept for the whole night. And that also means that when I draw the fate cards, they're not going to activate because they're still in bed, basically. All right, so let's actually draw a War of Fate card because we still have to play this round to its bitter conclusion. So here we go. We have this thing here. You see, raise the wounds of all wounded unbandaged characters by 1. So Anton is going to go to 3. But we're still going to be able to win the game or the act because the objective is to have 2 characters from the starting group with their stats at 2 or less. So I think we should be okay. Lower the illness of all characters who took meds, okay. Discard meds, okay. If cold minus board ups equals 5 or more. No, we got 3 cold and 3 board ups. We're good. Discard engagement tokens. We don't have it. Move white soldiers 2 districts each. I'm going to do that off screen. Okay, that's been done. Then resolve Spirit A. Okay, she's in bed. Spirit A. If there's at least 1 book in the storage, lower Anton's misery by 1 if he's miserable and raise his fatigue by 1. We're not doing that. Spirit A for yellow. She's in bed. We're not going to do it. And Spirit A here, Roman, discard a cigarette from the storage or raise his misery. So let's go with the cigarette. And then that would be that. Okay, next. I guess it's not over yet because we do have to do this thing here. And on the time track, we do have this thing here, H110. So I guess we should resolve this. Because we did do some courier action here, so something's going to be... I'm guessing something good is going to happen. All right, way down here. We give the parcel to the soldier who always guards the stairs. We pray that this time Mirza leaves us in peace. No calling upstairs, no questions. The rebel tells us to wait and goes upstairs. After a few minutes, he comes back and gives us a bottle of whiskey. Exhausted by the whole night expedition, we finally go to sleep. None of us feel like celebrating our safe return. Add 100% alcohol to the storage. Move the completion token from the courier active objective card to the storage. It represents 1, I'm going to guess, 1 of Mirza's health thing. It represents 1 Mirza's backing. Keep it for the later part of the campaign, then flip the courier card face down, back to game. Okay, cool. So not only do we gain alcohol, but we also get 1 of those backing tokens. Okay, cool. And then flip it face down. So this is going to go back on the time track at the bottom. And then back to game. So now, oh, let's not forget, we have to draw 2 narrative action cards and keep 1. So we have a choice of Handyman, play at any time, automatically exchange a broken item for a fully functional item without using any tokens, and only the 2 of us. Again, this is a reward from another scenario in the Tales of the Ruined City expansion. Play during the day actions phase if all characters from the group are present in the shelter and the group consists of exactly 2 characters. Choose any one state of each character and lower it by 1. So you need just 2 characters and then you can lower their states. I honestly don't think that's going to happen. So let's shuffle this thing back in the deck and let's keep the handyman. And now, as far as I'm concerned, the act, the scenario is over. So if we look at this thing here, it says, after you have resolved the dawn phase of the last day, check the final act objective. If you meet its conditions, read the proper act ending. Okay, so just to confirm, we do have that. At least 2 characters that you had in the group at the beginning of this act must survive until the end of this act, with each state at 2 or less. So he doesn't fulfill those requirements, but these 2 were here at the beginning, and they do have their things there at 2 or less. So we're good. So I say this is done, right? So then it says, if Mirza's squad card is still in the shelter, H92, otherwise H247. I guess if we had ratted them out, then we would have read this, but we didn't. They're still in the shelter. So let's go do H92. All right, here we go. This is a big one, H92. That night was horrible. The worst from the very beginning. It seemed they wanted to tear the city apart. In the morning, pickups full of rebels appeared on the streets. They were circling the district as if they wished to intimidate us. We hardly know anything about the situation in Pogoren. We're cut off. People say that the military retreated 20 or more kilometers, that corpses in uniforms are being piled on trucks and hauled out of the city, that foreign TV stations are broadcasting footage of that night's massacre. We don't believe in this last rumor. The world has forgotten about us. Regarding Captain Mirza, he left our shelter in the morning. For the whole night, messengers with dispatches had been coming and going, but the guerrillas under his direct command didn't lift a damn finger to aid their fellow men in battle. However, a few days after the Viceni offensive, we learned something very interesting. They say that hidden squads commanded by the captain had struck in a few sensitive spots on that fateful night, causing panic and chaos among the Grozny defenders. It seems Mirza had used our shelter as his HQ, from which he'd been coordinating the guerrilla attacks. They say he's been promoted for his merits, and now Colonel Mirza is responsible for supplies and logistics of the Viceni freedom fighters operating inside the city. We hope he thinks highly of our hospitality. This kind of acquaintance may yet save our lives. Alright, this is the end of Act 1. You have managed to survive. It is assumed that a week or 2 pass when the Viceni forces assume control over Pogoren. Check the save sheet. If there are any epilogues to resolve, do it now. Oh, we don't have any. You will continue the game in Act 2A, Among Friends. Write it down on the save sheet. Okay. This is the moment to prepare the game for the next act and save it. If you don't want to save the game and you wish to play the next act immediately, go to 700. Alrighty, folks. So that's it. That's the end of Act 1. I'm not gonna do anything else in this particular video, so if you want to see the rest of the story, and I encourage you to do so, just go to the next video and let's do this, because I'm gonna jump into this right now for sure. Alright, so thanks for watching. I hope you like everything you saw here. Please like, subscribe, all that jazz. If you have any questions about gameplay or rules, or if you saw me mess up on anything, please tell me in the comments below. And with that, again, thanks for watching, and I will see all of you guys on the next one. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button down below. Now, I know it seems like a very small thing to do, but it actually does help the channel when you do that. And if ever you should find yourself in a super generous mood, well, I do accept donations via PayPal. And anything you give, big or small, will help keep me going.